It's cold.
Oh, come
Jeez.
on. Oh, come on, you big baby. You're in your adventure suit.
To the caves again. And
Yeah,
now,
the adventure suit is just God for me at this point. I can
Well,
just
how
do
about this,
anything.
James? How about you go out into the
Barren
Arctic in an
halls of
adventure
ice.
suit and tell us
The
how
threat
you
had been
feel?
removed.
I feel stuffy.
Now, I can
There you go.
I was
I
getting
feel
close.
dry
So,
and stuffy.
Something.
so we have a problem that we're going to immediately
The
learn.
grapple device's energy.
I
can
cannot
somehow
Ice
shoot.
physics.
deflect it
Not,
off
well,
of
not
you.
actually not ice physics. Actually, we don't slip, but issues. We have ice physics of a different nature.
Areas where
I
is
cannot
not so
shoot
Oop.
my
this
grapple beam
is
onto
going to be a
ice.
challenge.
It
Oh,
will not
boy.
stick.
Oh yeah, that's right.
How much
Which
ice
means
is there in
now-
this level?
Well, it's called the ice
Apparently
caves.
the grapple. Oh yeah, these fall.
Not yet, but they will
Oh, they do?
later.
Oh.
For now, they're just floating.
But I was about to say, like, how much ice is in this level? Look around you, you idiot.
It's called the ice caves, and yeah, so now we actually are going to have to deal with the Portal 2 problem of you only have a few limited number of things you can actually do the thing on. There we go.
Aw.
Uh,
They don't want to make it too broken.
Yeah. Oh crap.
But, hey, look at it this way. You still have your thrusters.
Oh,
Yep. Okay, wait
Yeah.
for it. Now.
that's awesome.
Oh no!
Oh.
Don't spike me! There we go.
Bungee
And then we'll
jump.
just-
That very moment, I could just imagine him doing the goofy yell.
And one that sucked if you accidentally landed on one of those
Oh
spikes that are
god,
all
that
over
would
the place.
suck. I think there's something
my
down
God.
here. Yes.
Honestly, anything
Oh?
from Dirk the Daring would be fitting if you impaled yourself in ice spikes.
That's all I think of.
You know, all things considered, it's been so long since we did those videos, I'm honestly tempted to just redo them.
Well, I feel like we should wait until.
Only if you want
Oh
to.
dear.
I mean, there's short enough games. I could totally
Oh,
do
here we go.
it. Oh my god.
Apparently that crystal's holding all this stuff up. And yes, it's already cold in here. Hype. So now we have now some of these platforms, God willing, some of these platforms are remaining somewhat stable, but yeah, now you gotta just start moving and get across all of them.
Yeah, some look
Jeez.
like they're falling harder than others.
Yeah. Nice.
It's not falling, it's flying with style.
No, it's not.
You mean?
Uh,
I think the correct term hype is sent flying.
They are.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, that makes sense. What was I saying? What was I saying earlier? I think I would want to wait till we have more. Has Don Bluth said anything about that Dragon's Lair movie?
About the
Not
movie? I don't
not
think he
since
has.
the last time we talked about it.
Yeah, they haven't updated in a while.
And it was successfully kickstarted, wasn't it? Whoa.
I backed the campaign and yeah, haven't.
Maybe he's
haven't
just
seen
been too busy
anything.
with his classes.
Maybe.
He's doing
Maybe.
classes, or is he teaching classes?
Or-
Yeah, he
Well,
teaches.
If not only
Online.
if
anyway.
not that, then I could also imagine maybe he's just having a hard time finding the right people for the job. I mean, he may be one of the most prolific animators
'cause
out
I'm
there,
sure-
but he's only one man, who's
Especially since-
literally in his like
Yeah, I was
70s
about
or
to
80s
say,
by
if
now.
And-
he
and
would-
his- Well, he's also
Yeah, I
got
get
his
the-
his coworker. What was his name?
I don't know.
He's
I
a
know who
fellow
you're talking about, but
animator.
I'm having a hard time remembering the name too.
Oh, I guess I will read this out to you right now because this is a stone that you're supposed to
Floating
translate
stones.
later. So
What were they?
this will help me. This might as well help me also transition to the subtext of this whole story, which will be interesting to talk about. So that stone
Dad,
there,
Didn't you learn some of their
if I
lyrics?
translate it, it reads something like, "Dear Marin, I miss you so much. It was me who ate your flies before that one time. I'm sorry. When we meet up there one day, I will give you new ones. Love, Nami."
Nami?
So,
Oh.
contextually, looking at the word choice, that was supposed to be like a memorial stone kind of thing. So this ice cave,
Huh.
this is where the frog people come to honor and remember their dead.
Huh. Okay.
Sorry about the dogs
No
again.
worries. So that's what all these stones are. These were like
Hey,
the,
you don't have to apologize, Allie. Like, my dogs made me miss the entire last fourth of the last
it's
video.
okay. But
I think
yeah,
my
so,
dogs
like,
aren't as obnoxious.
So all these stones were like memorial stones, and like one of them says, "On the winds we sail for the sun's eternity," and stuff like that.
Well, no.
Oh, rocket
Thank
boost!
you.
I got it.
Thank you, Super Mario Brothers.
Spicy
movie
bean
fans.
burritos, please stay strong.
No. although I will say, after I saw that one,
I will.
Go ahead.
I was about to say, like, I do like how, like, James just makes that crass of a joke just because he just really doesn't want to acknowledge the Mario movie
Well,
reference.
it's not
Anything's
just,
better.
I don't know. I mean, it's a little immature, but I just always find that kind of funny. Like, your method of propulsion is literally through, well, the bean burrito you probably ate the other day.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Also, crap, I was going to say, after I saw that one thing on Twitter where someone modded in, I would honestly be okay if someone wanted to make an alt costume for Mario and Luigi in Odyssey or something that was based on the movie.
I mean, it would be nice.
It's all right. I will say this: it was an all right costume idea to like modernize their look or make it look more practical. I was totally okay with that, and the jump boots explained the whole super jumping thing.
Right,
that was okay.
That was all fine.
Everything
And
else,
I'll say, I could say otherwise for Leguizamo, but Bob Hoskins is really at that time he literally was like the most Mario-esque looking person or actor,
and he at least gave it a pretty good try. I think doing the Boston Brooklyn accent.
even if he hated the entire thing.
Oh really? He hated filming that movie.
Yeah, he did.
Oh yeah, he said it was the worst. It was the worst movie he ever did. He had a miserable time on set.
Was it just because no one liked him, or he was just?
No, I think it was just that it suffered from a lot of production issues.
Well, it had like three directors and 5 screenwriters that probably were changing the scripts a lot.
Wasn't it also the matter that one of the
Oh, yeah.
one of the major people was literally like a bickering husband and wife?
Really?
Yeah.
That's not good.
Also, can we appreciate the fact that when you go flying, that they put in anime lines?
Anime lines?
The motion lines of
Oh,
like
the
in
blur.
in
Oh
the
yeah.
lower corners,
Yeah.
like,
Well, to be fair,
yeah.
just motion lines in general. Those are always fun.
action. Yeah, it helps. It helps. You can turn those off. And
Now you too
settings,
can
but-
feel like a Superman.
Anyway,
Da, 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 da,
so
da.
we're about to have one little problem happen.
Also, I realized this in the first part. I wanted to point it out. The reticle symbol.
What was that all about?
Oops.
That was me trying to do without the
Yeah, why
boots.
didn't you do anything?
That was me trying to do this without the boots because I don't want to use the boots because if you do use the boots, this is going to happen, and I realize now it's unavoidable. Actually, Gui in the speed run in HDQ, they actually found a way around this whole section so you can keep them. I was like, wow.
Oh, really?
I was like, I didn't know. But yeah, if you do go the route that they intend to, what is going to happen is this. Ow!
Oh jeez.
Ooh,
I
oh,
landed
oh.
hard
And the
Oh.
felt
and
Yeah.
the impact was so
vibrate through my
powerful.
body.
Oh jeez, like that was me realizing
Protected me, but
I can no longer use the boots anymore.
bad.
Oh shit.
The rocket
So now I
boots
have
are
just
worth
Wait,
my
what?
rocket boots no longer work. I have only my grapple for this next section.
Wait, is that like a
Oh,
scripted
yeah.
thing? Or?
It is
sent
scripted.
here to fix
That
them.
sucks.
I would probably freeze
So now I
them.
gotta be very.
But yeah,
No other choice than to press
anyway, the symbol for the reticle, I noticed it in one of the little drawings.
Whoops.
Whoa!
Whoop.
Yeah, go ahead. The symbol.
Back in your uncle's room, there was a drawing of this symbol, or rather a photo of it, and it was circled in red.
Mm-hmm.
And there was writing around it saying this something like this symbol again, like he's seen it before. Like it has some significance.
I guess that's where this got the creation from. So.
Actually,
I can see that.
if I can comment on the boots again real quick, it's like we only got them like last level, and the fact that you lose them so quickly into the last level, it honestly makes me think back to Slide 2 when you have the that jump boost thing on your backpack.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
In
that-
the Clockwork's place.
That's a little more short.
That is
than
that is
this,
true.
though,
You
I
do
think.
have a lot more.
One
You do have more time
level.
with the boots here than you did
Feels
with the jump pack and slide.
Yeah. See. Alrighty, doing good. Which by the time maybe this comes out or something else comes out, yeah, Slide 2 is a fun little romp, and I'm glad we had a good time with that.
I enjoyed looking back on. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, it was a pretty good run. But
We'll get to the sequel later.
actually, now that I think about it, it was such a damn shame we lost our boots. At least we still have our grapple.
Yeah, and very narrow
Yeah,
platforms.
seriously.
to
Yeah,
work
we'd
with.
definitely be dead without it.
Yeah, that
We still.
that is fine.
You just ran through fire.
I'll be fine. I can walk it off through fire.
Actually, wait. We
More
lost
fire.
the boots. So does that mean we also lose our? Oh, yeah. There was a super jump, and do we still have the rock? And I take it we don't have like the rocket boost.
Nope. That was what the boots were.
That's what we lost.
Okay, so do we
with the
still have
rocket
the
boost.
super jump?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we still have
I've
the
been
super
using
jump.
that.
He's been
Okay,
using
that's
it.
Yeah. So it's
Well,
just
it's
the
a good
boots.
thing we still have our super jump.
So and you'll see actually in this next area I fell down. In this next area, we're actually honestly talk about short-lived. We had this little moment without the boots. We're actually about to get the boots right back again.
Oh, well, okay then.
Wow.
Because right up ahead,
I found another one of Fred's
we
campsites.
found one of Uncle Fred's
Notice
campsites.
How convenient.
The fire.
Because not only apparently are we a young boy who went on this grave adventure in a cave where apparently if you stand still for more than 10 minutes you'll freeze to death, we also know how to use these very crude tools to fix our boots.
Okay, then.
Huh.
Repair my boots.
All right.
Have at it, boy genius.
That's how genetics work, right?
Set up. Nice.
Oh,
Should
okay
do
then.
it. Good as new.
Also, our uncle has been leading us there. He's been leaving us road flares.
Breadcrumb. Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Ah,
Well, I think about it. You're right. 'Cause I don't
memories.
think.
Come on, get the
Fine, we'll
grapple.
just use-
Get the grapple. There
Well,
you
if
go.
I don't get a grapple immediately, what I'm doing is that I'm using momentum. So the further away I am from something when I grapple it, the
Oh,
more
right.
speed I'll pick
Yeah,
up.
yeah, you
yeah,
bunch
and
of
I
that.
just realized we're still on ice, so the grapple would have no effect on it.
Yep. So I got to be very careful around here. But oh, that's right.
Well, I
Don't
wasn't
wait,
even talking about just the ice. I just meant like the.
I just forgot. There's one other big thing that this place adds. Those crystals.
Mm-hmm.
So whenever I grab them, watch my hand here. When I grab one with the grapple. Oh wait, I don't use it just yet. I use one up here. So you'll see. Okay, I might as well just explain. You can see it visually later. Whenever I grapple onto a crystal
beneath
thing,
the
it
ice,
automatically
you can
fills
still see
up
signs
my
of what this
available
place
charges
has
once
been.
again.
Oh, cool.
So
Not
so then,
unlike
if I do
the
this,
caves
watch
where
one,
the village lay.
2,
The Ice
grab,
Age must
bing,
become
I get all 3
sudden,
charges back again. So I
washing
can
over
now,
it like a
if there's enough
freezing
crystals, I can
Yay.
effectively grapple forever.
and it's only here I just realized, oh yeah, you technically do have a limit to your
Anyone
grapple.
who dared visit
Yeah, so you have to,
Yeah.
so very
Shine
much
like
follow a
the
system
bottomless
of
depths.
do 1 grapple, 2 grapple, recharge. 1 grapple, 2 grapple, recharge, and that'll be the best way to like
1, 2 charge.
get a good.
1, 2 charge.
You can technically charge even after only using 1 grapple, but like to get like the most bang for your buck, better to do it after every 2. Oof.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
Oh,
pretty much.
Wait a minute.
that's how he
Is
made
that
it.
a?
Oh, the glider.
Glider. It's probably how he got down here.
Glider.
Because he
I don't know
didn't
if
have the
he
power
knows.
of our rocket boots.
That is true.
Oh, you slipped up.
I'm okay. I'm okay.
I can recover from this.
Boost up.
He knows what he.
So 1 grab.
He knows what.
I can recover from this. I'm my uncle's nephew.
Honestly, that
What's the name of your uncle again?
Fred.
Shut up.
oh,
That
eat
should
your
have.
peas.
Do we ever learn the name of our uncle?
Fred.
Oh right,
Said it
right,
multiple
duh,
times,
Fred.
Uncle
How the
Fred.
hell did I forget about Fred? Fuck. Sorry.
Fred.
Herp derp.
Fred,
Hey,
it's
yo,
such,
Fred.
such a forgettable name. Who remembers Fred?
Yeah. Oh, jeez. Some of these stalactites will fall down when you grapple onto them, so just
Yeah.
be careful. Don't grab. I would say the second you see the stalactite fall, immediately let go. Otherwise, you will grab. You'll still be stuck on the stalactite and drag yourself
Yeah.
down.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
This section took me a few tries to get down.
Yeah.
I remember when I first played this game. This
I just
whole
have the
section.
dumbest thought in my head right now. It's like Fred was a strange uncle. Not only did he make such kooky contraptions and study frogs' eggs, he also had a weird obsession with the Flintstones
That
theme.
face now, Fred would have
So,
placed them free.
That
oh.
was the joke I was making earlier.
So this is the second challenge thing. There was that first one where Maddie wanted me to try and beat it all. Rats. There was one where I was trying that again. There was
Not
one,
even
there was
that.
one where
Not even that one propulsion was enough.
so there was that first challenge where Maddie wanted me to try and do it without using my grapple beam once. In this challenge, if Fred could do it, so could I. The challenge is to not touch the ground once and to continuously grapple through the whole thing.
All those kind of challenges.
Oh.
Interesting.
And if you do, you get
Really,
another
you
achievement.
really utilizing those crystals.
Yep.
Make
so
the
just
most of
be
them.
very-
It kind of reminds me of the skill point from one of the skill points from the first Ratchet game.
Oh yeah.
Or the Spyro series in general.
And That's how you
Well, I just
do
say Ratchet because there's a very specific one in the first game, which basically is that, where you go through a section with the grapple, and you have to go through that whole section without touching the
Gotcha.
ground.
it. Let's do it.
What? Actually, if I'm not mistaken, I think they...
Oh, look, a giant dead whale
Aw, poor thing.
Dead whale.
on the left.
Oh, wait, I didn't even see that.
I see that now.
It was only until this
No.
particular playthrough that I noticed it, but yeah, you'll see it again when I look to the left. There's just a massive dead whale.
Now, if you weren't mistaken, James,
Nah, I was gonna say is I just remembered that they are bringing back the skill points for Reignite Trilogy.
which I imagine are just like
Yeah.
PS trophies.
Wouldn't be surprised.
That'll be interesting. But yeah, I agree. That is just a. It was not until this.
That's a
Not until I
straight-up
was.
dead whale.
It was not until I was
Ooh.
recording this I realized I was like, whoa. Yeah.
How did that get there?
I don't know. It's ice. Okay, so I'm gonna have to talk about something when we get to the credits, and we'll talk about it when we get to that point. But might as well start talking about it now. James, hi. What did you think about this game? Because we're about to meet Uncle Fred and beat it.
Oh shit. Well, I mean, from what I've seen, I've definitely seen a lot more than what we did with the look at, and for what it's worth, it seems like a pretty nice short game. I mean, if I did try like way back when, then maybe I would have gotten some mileage out of it. But I mean, at the same time, I wasn't too compelled to play it. But having seen it now, I mean, I liked it.
It's just a little short, I feel. How about you, Ryan?
Freddy.
Oh, wait a minute. First, the uncle.
Uncle Fred in a really cool-looking crystal cave.
Nephew.
Uncle Fred, I finally found you.
Yay!
Boy.
It's my
Finally
uncle.
found you.
And
That's
you're
my
wearing
uncle.
the suit I made.
So,
Wait, for me?
Can you be here?
I said that I found the suit.
By
in
the
his
way,
workshop,
Uncle,
and
my
that I came
auntie
looking
wanted
for
me to
him.
tell you that she's gonna kill you when you get home.
Being away for so
oh,
long.
haha. So, yeah, so what did you think of the
This
game?
down here, you see. The frog people. That was an
Kind
experiment
of similar to the
on me.
James. I think
Do you
it
remember
looks like a
the
perfectly
eggs I
fine
found
game.
before?
Like, definitely
I
fun to
found them
play
here by
through. Like, the
accident.
whole momentum
And I had
grappling
fun.
thing definitely looks like it'd
By
be a
the
blast to
time I
play
got
with.
here, they were already
That
grown.
being said,
These
and
caves
I'm
were
sure
empty
this is
before.
probably going to be a
But
not
my experiment just
particularly
made them
looked
full of
fondly
life.
upon opinion,
I've
I don't
begun
really
to
care all that
research
much for the
them.
story they're trying to set up.
I feel like the story's just kind of there. I'm more in it for the platforming. I love it.
I mean, the story itself is pretty simple. You're just looking for your up. don't
Yes,
don't mind that, nephew. It's just the little side effects from having to study all these frog people that I invented.
Rheumatism.
But anyway, like it's a very simple story. It's just you're looking for your uncle.
Madeline,
So,
my little
I guess we'll talk. So, Mrs.
I
Maddie,
should have taken
and
her to see Starry
so we're gonna
long
talk. So
ago.
he's finally gonna make a decision,
She
which
was
is
always
that
so curious
he
about the
believes
strays.
that he.
I left her.
Yeah.
Oh, don't need to mope about it too much.
Mother.
I mean, you don't want to be like Samus Another M, do you?
So he's changed my mind. So he's changed his mind.
I'm not going
He's
home.
not going to go back with us home. He
What's
just.
the
It's kind of like the
research
Milo and
praying
Atlantis thing.
matter when I can be here with these creatures.
Yeah.
They need me.
I mean, he kind of did father these creatures.
He made them.
Yeah.
I don't trust this pad for more than one ride anyway.
It's like,
You-
now that you've made that, it just makes me think of
I
that one
didn't
scene
want
at
to
the
go
end where it's like they're about to send him
And I
home,
asked if I could stay
and
with him and Maddie
Vinny's like,
instead.
"Oh, don't worry about this. Looks back at the treasure.
As
I
much
think we
as I
could."
enjoy
Oh,
having
man.
you here,
I love that. I think that movie's underappreciated. I enjoyed it. The TV show, man, but the first movie, great.
Me too.
I reluctantly.
Well, there
agreed
really
to
wasn't
go.
a TV show. There was
Pilot.
the second movie was a pilot for a TV show, but the show itself never
Double
made it.
parking. No, no
but
one
I'm
got
sure
hurt.
you'll do phenomenal.
Well, maybe one guy got hurt, but hopefully we
Don't
knew.
worry about me.
Aw,
Maybe
can't,
somebody got hurt, but nobody we knew.
That's
can't,
yours, boy.
well, can't we at least have a hug first?
Yeah.
That's it, really. It's time to get going. So,
We just
least-
met.
so
No,
At
no,
least
it's
give us
like
a bro high
it's like.
five.
Can I at least have a hug first? Sorry, son. This is a first-person game. That doesn't work here. No.
so
I'm only your uncle by marriage.
So I guess we should talk about this then. So it was not until I played this game this time that I really started putting things together, and I think real quick, and then I'll talk about it and we'll talk about it. So remember those like translated phrases we were seeing all over the place?
Yeah.
I like to I like
Yeah.
in order how you find them in the first level, second level, fourth level, and so on. I'd like to read what some of them translate to: denial, then isolation
wait.
and anger, then bargaining, then depression and acceptance.
Oh,
It's the 5
grief.
stages of grief.
This didn't happen, as you can already doubt imagine, because it's a story. So, it's hinted at, especially since the fact that we found him in a place that we learned from that tombstone thing earlier. This is where they came to honor, remember the dead. It is believed that this was a story that this man was telling not only to his daughter, but also to help himself, like, come to terms with it all, that his uncle was dead.
Oh.
And I mean, because he was like, you find on some of these news clippings I'll show later, like, he was like 60 and was climbing mountains. That's kind of a dangerous life to be leading, and
Yeah, the true thing about his uncle was that he was adventurous to a fault.
and that's why his mother didn't like him going over there. She was afraid he'd become that much of a risk taker, and so ultimately this game kind of becomes this thing of like, maybe for the longest time this was like the little story that he told himself to come to terms with it, because it's so much nicer to think of it like, oh, he's just on an adventure in a world that he doesn't want to come back from, and not just
Freddy's still there.
Who knows? That was the last time
Yeah.
I saw him.
and now that whole dead whale thing makes more sense to me now. But yeah, this was all just stuff I learned from this one playthrough and looking into like the
I
translations.
know that wherever he is,
Something
he's
makes
on
me
his
appreciate the
biggest
story a lot more.
adventure yet.
Yep. A bit as big
Yeah,
as
it
a
really
bit
does.
adventure amongst
Like-
the heavens.
Dear
And
friend,
when you mentioned
I
that
stepped into
um,
the lobby of your house
the
for last time.
translated symbols,
My daughter
when you
asked me to
when you
tell
brought
her
up anger,
about the adventure.
I put it together immediately.
Think
Oh,
It's
about
the
when you
5
first saw
stages of grief.
The second you saw it, and I showed it in the second.
Yeah.
Your house
Okay.
looks just like
Well, I
mine
got it
when
as
left
soon as he got
years
to
ago.
denial.
Well, yeah, that's the first one definitely.
After
But
you're gone,
like even
Sure,
back in
she
that
was
first
going
part
to
when
throw
that
out
part when we were in
all
the
your stuff.
chasms.
but she just cleaned
nice.
up.
Yeah.
We made you a small memorial.
So newspaper clipping. So I should probably.
Actually,
get
if you already
closer.
made a memorial, then yeah, that kind of throws the point home, doesn't it?
Well, yeah, like, and again, when I first played this, I thought, oh, they just were remembering like him, and yeah, he was like 50 and still climbing. Yeah,
Wow.
it's heavily hinted at, especially since that whole last level is a giant ice mountain. It's hinted at that possibly he just unfortunately perished during a climbing expedition or something. It's not that unlikely.
For a while.
He couldn't.
Yeah.
He couldn't quite make it as far as
Just like
McDuck
we
did.
used to. Sometimes I could even faintly
So-
hear your
Funny
voice.
coincidence, considering we actually I actually saw that one episode where they were going up
Asking
that
if
one
it
really
was too
tall
late for
mountain.
that.
Oh, Mount Neverest.
I
That's
need
it.
to watch that.
Yeah, that was a
It
fun
was,
episode.
and actually,
Mother
definitely
of that day.
takes a much nice,
think she
interesting
would
look
believe
into
you.
Scrooge's past.
Can I believe it? After all these
But
years.
And the subplot with Launchpad, it just to me anyway, it feels like something that would be read home in the original
so
series.
Gui, how do you feel about this game?
I think it's a nice, short little gem
Me too.
that I think anyone can pick up and enjoy.
I think so too. Like this thing even ran on the old potato that my computer used to be. It's not that high.
Potato.
It's not that highly taxing game, which is nice.
Oh look, there's the mountain he climbed.
That small mountain.
And that was just us saying like thank you for everything and thank you for all the fish.
Uncle Fred, thanks to you, I have found an even greater adventure.
It makes it all the sweeter, really,
Love, your nephew.
that the guy behind this game really wanted to dedicate something to someone he loved in this manner.
Oh yeah, that's right. Oh yeah, dang.
You know, in a way, it doesn't sound too dissimilar to what's that one game called? Battle Princess Madam. That's it. It's.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
it's not
that's
entirely
like
the same
the
thing, but I know it basically it's this one Ghosts and Goblins game that we showed off a while back. But it's basically the whole reason behind the development is it was mostly out of the love for his daughter, to the
They
point
wanted
where
to give
she's
her a
literally
gift.
the main character.
And I
Yeah.
will say with that whole bit of subtext explained about the whole like grief and death and whatnot, that suddenly makes my opinion of the story seem really callous.
Well, to be fair,
looking on the surface.
Yeah,
that's
you
the thing.
you were looking at it at surface value, which is perfectly fine. It is a pretty basic story
Yeah.
if you just watch it, look at it on face value. But otherwise, it has just enough subtext to keep you interested.
Yeah. So that said, if you want to try it out, this is available on. I think it's only on PC. Unfortunately, But it's like
I think it got
$13.
console releases not too long ago.
Really?
I want to say it did.
Did it?
Any
Let's see.
For now, I'm only from maybe like the PS4 and Xbox One. There's no Switch version yet, though. I could have sworn I heard.
give it a few
Yeah,
months.
give it time. It'll probably be put on there.
Yeah.
But yeah, the one I'm more familiar with is the Steam version, which is about $13. If granted, I kind of just showed off the whole game, but if you want to go for all the collectibles and find everything, go for it. I think it's a pretty. I do think it's a really nice game with a lot of great charm and just some gosh darn good music.
I mean, if not. I mean,
Yeah.
hey, if not to play through the game again, just you can definitely hold on to it if you want to play it like later on. Well, support the developer as far as I care. But that's it. That's it for a story about my uncle.
Yeah. Thank you all so much for taking this little trip down nostalgia lane for me, and Gui, thank you for letting me do this and
Of
go around
course.
this thing again. And thank you, Hype, for you tagging along and you bringing them dogs with you.
Okay. Yeah, it's
No,
alright.
it's alright,
by
dude.
the way.
It's fine. It's okay. So yeah, thank you all so much for watching, and as always, I was Lucky Jack 20.
I'm James Makes.
I'm Earth Glee.
I'm James Makes Stream.
And I am insensitive.
Oh hush.
Oh, bye, everybody.
Bye, guys.
With love, Fred.
See you in the sky.